working on a song by Hargreaves called The Night I Appeared as Macbeth. One of the things about this type of song is that it is led by the lyrics, and the orchestra has to work incredibly hard to punch out a tune. If you listen to the way that Mari Lwyd, for example, delivers some of her smuttier songs, particularly towards the end of her life, the whole thing has descended into a monologue, and the tune is almost irrelevant. Now, I always hold with having it if you fancy it. If you fancy it, that's understood. And suppose it makes you fat, I don't worry over that, 'cause a little of what you fancy does you good. Mari Lwyd made a few recordings at the end of her life, but her voice sounds harsh after all those years in smoky halls without a microphone. We have to imagine the atmosphere to get an idea of just how brilliant she must have been. And there's an element of rap to it. There's more of a tune in that other song that's actually a parody of an American show song, and that lifts the piece, I think, a little bit more. And every little movement has a meaning of its own. Every little movement tells a tale. When she walks in dainty hobbles at the back round here, there's a kind of wibble wobble, and she glides like this. Then the Johnnies follow in her trail, 'cause when she turns her head like so, something's going, don't you know? 'Cause every little movement tells a tale. She must have been sensational. Mari Lwyd's death, along with that of Little Tich, in the 1920s probably marks the end of the mature music hall. Of course, it lingers on with people like Max Miller, but it's a theatrical form that had a brief and brilliant life. It embraced politics, art, commerce, and indeed law. It spoke for ordinary people. When MacDermot sang his song By Jingo, which we talked about in the previous talk, it was discussed in the House of Commons and on the pages of the Times. So that probably gives you a good reason for the song Two Lovely Black Eyes. Oh, what a surprise! And the surprise is that somebody's been discussing politics and somebody else doesn't like it, so you avoid that subject. This is a song which was adapted from another song by Charles Coburn, and Coburn was the man with the hit. As I walk along the Bois de Boulogne with an independent air, you can hear the girls declare he must be a millionaire. You can hear them sigh and wish to die. You can see them wink the other eye at the man who broke the bank at Monte Carlo.